airs,
There we go.
there we go. When it airs, it's live streamed and you can record it then
Fantastic.
from the beginning.
That would be incredibly awesome.
So, what do you think? Do you think that all these esoteric beliefs and everything have a practical application in today's world? I do, and maybe you do too.
Sure,
But I'm asking, do you think that they do have a practical application?
there are different ways of seeing the world, and they're there and in various forms if you want to examine them or experiment with them.
There's that big sign in front of your face. Can you get rid of that?
A big sign? I don't see a sign on my end.
Oh, it was our fault. Never mind.
Okay.
Now, when you were 17 or 16, you had a job you're of Greek descent at a Greek market. And
Yes.
why don't you tell us that story about one day when you just did not want to go to work and what
Oh,
happened?
yes, I started working early when I was 11 years old, mostly in food places because Greeks and in my family as well, they're Greek. They were involved in the food industry, usually restaurants, supermarkets, grocery stores, and the food carts and things like that, hot dog carts. And I was saving up money to go to Greece
Wow.
this
Okay.
summer. So I woke up one day and I had to go to work, and normally, again, it's no problem. I lived in Jersey, I had to take a bus and then a train, but okay, I've done that to go to school. I've done that to go to work. But I felt very strongly that I shouldn't go to work. So I felt it so strongly, in fact, that I decided not to go to work. So I called in and I said that I'm not coming in. And then I was told if I didn't come in, just don't come in anymore.
Ooh.
So I had that, but I thought about it, and I was feeling so very strongly that I should not go in. So I didn't go in. Then I got it from my parents, whose home I was living in at the time. How could I be so irresponsible?
Yeah.
Wasn't I saving to go up to Greece? And do I expect them to pay for it now?
Yeah, the parental litany. We've all been there. Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
So I got that thing. And then by the end of the day, we got so I was fired and my going to Greece was in question. By the end of the day, we got a call that, in the store, one of the workers, a man who had just been released from prison, thought he was flirting with his girlfriend. So instead of like saying something, he left and came back with a gun and he started shooting everybody around the time that they were supposed to close. And he killed most of the people who were working that day. So if I had been there, I most certainly
You
would
wouldn't be
have
here.
gotten shot. Yes. So it turned out that it was a good thing that I followed my gut, even though my conditioning told me, no,
Sure. And your parents are saying, look, this is what being an adult is. You get up, you go to work, even if you don't feel like
you
it.
don't feel like it. Yeah.
Yeah. But wow. So I'm sure your parents were pretty convinced of your metaphysical gifts after that one.
Yeah, after that, and they became scared of my metaphysical gifts, but that's a story for another day.
Yeah, like they'd say, don't tell me I don't want to know. Stop, don't tell me, right?
Yep, because again, it contradicts reality. And when I was a kid, my experiences with clairvoyance, clairaudience, and invisible playmates and things like that, it could be dismissed, because you're a kid.
Right.
The Greek culture has tons of stories like that. So there's this massive folklore and superstitions, with the evil eye and things like that.
Oh, yeah, in Spain, we believe that too, sure.
Yeah, I remember telling Greeks that in America they don't believe in the evil eye, and the Greeks
Well,
respond,
they certainly should. Look what's happening in America,
yes, that Americans are either stupid or spiritually blind, and that's why they don't believe in the evil eye. Anybody can see
But
the evil eye is real.
but we love America, and we were born here, both Hercules and I. So there you
Yes, most certainly so.
go. Yeah,
But growing up in two cultures, as you know, you see the world in two different ways.
absolutely. And Mediterraneans are considerably more earthy
Yes.
than Americans, and here they're very sort of constricted and bourgeois. Whereas in Greece and Spain, we dance on the seashore of life. Let's put it that way, you know?
Oh, definitely. When I was growing up, there used to be siestas, and everything would close for a bunch
Sure. Oh, tell
of
me about it. Yeah, I
people would
remember.
walk up and down to the seashore and hang out in cafeteria and drink, or with a coffee or some alcoholic beverage and
You could drink if you had the money, you could be 5 years old and go in and buy a Boilermaker. You know that.
Yes, yes.
Unlike here, where God, you have to be like 48 to buy a beer or something. I don't know. But anyway, so when can we look forward to your new show?
As
And
soon as
then,
I could get an editor, all it needs is a very minor, like 5 minutes of editing per episode, to introduce it, to close it, to convey information. So as soon as I can get a few shows, I'm thinking in terms of like threes. So when I get the 3 shows I shot already, edited, I could start showing them on MNN. I'm looking forward to that. I used to be on MNN, as you said,
Mhm.
a couple of decades ago, and that was a great experience. So I'm looking forward to repeating the experience again. I'm also teaching, aside from Zoom, I'm teaching in my home right now because the pandemic and then repair shut down the libraries where I used to do this publicly. So I'm looking for libraries and other institutions that welcome speakers to start doing it publicly again. And then I'm also starting a practical group. So we'll work with dreams, we'll work with astral projection, we'll work with all sorts of easy to learn techniques and then explore those realms and share it as well. What I'm doing different, I guess, than what most people do is that I'm not here to give anybody any answers. I'm here to show them different ways of perceiving, of thinking, and things like that. But it's up to them what they want to think and what they want to perceive and what they want to experiment with and what they don't want to experiment with. So I'm not leading them to a greater enlightenment or anything. I'm just leading them to different
We only
perceptions.
have 3 minutes left.
Oh,
How can people access your podcast on Blog Talk Radio?
they can go to Blog Talk Radio and they can type in Hercules Invictus. And they can also go to YouTube and type in Hercules Invictus, and they can go to Facebook and type in Hercules Invictus, and those are the easiest ways to connect with me.
And so now you heard it here, folks. If you're a film editor and want a nice credit for your resume, you can contact Hercules. No pay, but great experience. So there you go.
Thank
Anyway,
you very much.
and we don't get paid for this. I'm not getting paid.
No, we don't.
This is public access. I don't get paid, and Hercules isn't going to get paid. Nobody gets paid around here, except maybe a few people, but we won't go there. Okay, so my guest has been truly a Renaissance person, if ever there was one. Hercules Invictus, yes, that's his real name. He is an amazing, amazing, amazing person. As you've heard, even when he was a kid, he was an amazing person. So I strongly urge you to check out his YouTube site, his Facebook, Blog Talk Radio, and when it premieres, his show here on MNN. Just remember the name Hercules Invictus, and you will find him. Anyway, my guest has been obviously Hercules Invictus. I am Diana Montford. This has been the Diana Montford Show. Hey, even if no one else loves you, I love you because I have lousy taste. No, because I love you a lot. And I'll see you next time. Take good care of yourself. Love you. Bye.
Talk to him again. There you go.